a second, let me just move that a little further forwards. Hello everyone, thank you for joining. This is our beginner/improver Pointe Barre. And let me just tweak that if that's a bit clearer. Yeah, that looks better. So this bar is not designed for complete beginners. You should be able to do some of the more standard exercises like your releves, eleves, échappés, sous-sus, bourrées, pas de bourrées, all of that. So do not do this if this is your first class. I would recommend your first class is either with a teacher, that's the best case scenario, so they can guide you, or go really slowly, don't do anything crazy, literally just practice going up onto point, keeping your alignment and rolling back down through the shoe. Maybe you could add in a few pliés as well, maybe some tondus in your point shoes. So this is for people who have a little bit of experience on point and you're comfortable with some of the more basic exercises. So you'll want to have your point shoes on, you'll want to have a bar. If you don't have a ballet bar, you could use a chair or a countertop as long as it's roughly waist height. And let's get started with our warm-up. So we're going to have feet in parallel. Scooch this back a bit. Feet in parallel, and we'll start with our pony trots. So there's sunshine spilling right onto my legs, so hopefully you can see them okay. We have right leg and up onto point. Then we switch left and rise, and 3, rise, and 4, rise. Then we do the same with a bend, down and up, and 2, and rise, and 3, and rise, and 4, lower down. We're going to roll up through the shoe, bend, lift the heels. We're staying over the big toe and the second toe, so we're definitely not here. And knees are over toes as well, so they're not opening. Rise and hold, and then we're going to slowly roll down, passing through demi-point, lowering the heels gently, and then we rise up, passing through demi-point again, hold, tiny bend of the knees, roll down and open to first. We have Tondu front, lunge. So here I've got a straight leg, this knee is bent, and I'm pushing over the top of the shoe to give a stretch. Carry to the side, same thing. One knee bends, the other stretches. And then transferring my weight over onto the pointed foot to give it a stretch. And demi-plie, same with the other leg. Front, lunge, side, lunge, back, lunge, and demi-plie, and stretch. We're going to add nice upper body stretch. So the right arm goes to the side, the back leg pivots. If that's confusing, you can just do a parallel fourth stretch facing your bar. But otherwise, you can add a twist here if you like, and then we're going to go all the way down. This is for the hamstrings. And roll back up, and then we do the same. The left arm, stretch to the side, shoulders are down so they're not here, and we're not bringing this arm too close to the head. So it's your 5th position, and then we just bend from the waist. Optional twist, and then hamstring stretch. We bring the feet to first position. You're going to cross the right foot over like this, and then you're going to bend the back knee so it presses into the calf muscle, and we stretch over the top of the foot. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1, and we push back into a calf stretch, keeping the hips lifted, so you don't want to be here. Nice and lifted, heel into the floor. Same on the left side, stretching over the big toe and the second toe, and then push back for your calf stretch. Plie, rotate, plie, releve, and then one hand off, focus the eyes, and other hand off, lower down in the plie. Okay, I'll shout all of that out and I'll do it with you. Off we go with our warm-up. Parallel, sorry. Rise and up, switch, up and 3, up and 4, same with a bend, down, up, 2, up, 3, rise and 4, lower the heels. We're going to roll up through the shoe, bend, lift the heels up onto the toes, rise and hold, check your alignment, lower down gently, from the hips into our lunges. Front, lunge, hold, and side, lunge, hold, to the back. Right behind you, push over the shoe. Demi-plie, stretch, keep the arches lifted, no rolling in the shoe. Lead with the heel, lunge and hold. Carry to the side, stretch over the top of the shoe. And to the back, open up the knee. Close, demi-plie. We're going to go into our stretches. Right arm comes up, shoulders are down, bend from the waist. And twist. Stretch forward, stay here, keep the hips square, so we're not lifting. Roll back up. Feet in first. Keep the arches lifted, hips lifted. Left arm. Shoulders are down. Back foot pivots, twist. And stretch. Hold here. Roll back up. Feet in parallel, right foot crosses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the other leg. 4, 3. Over the big toe, not the big toe. And push back. Plie. Rotate. Plie, releve. Push over the shoes. We're not here. Stretching the top of the foot without rocking onto the baby toe. Keep it over the big toe and the second toe. Hips are lifted. One hand off when you're ready. And swap. And the other arm. And a nice big plie to relax. Good, that's our warm-up. We're going to ease our way onto point. So our next exercise is quite simple as well. It's just some plunges and plies really, with a few lunges as well. Just in case you haven't done a warm-up before this bar, which I do advise, you'll get more out of the class if you do. But just in case you haven't, we're just going to really make sure the feet are ready for point work. And I forgot to say that, as always, I'm using music by the wonderful Nate Fifield, who's just incredible. And if you want to check him out, I'll put a link below. So we have feet in first position. We start with the right foot. The sun's chasing me. Here we go. Tunju, plie. Tunju, it's another lunge. Stretch. 1, 2, 3. Then we go to the back. Tunju, plie. Tunju, lunge away from the bar. You might have to let go, or if you've got long arms, maybe you can hold on. Close. 1, 2, and 3. We go to the side. Through the demi point. You can't see because the sun is so bright, but we're articulating. Oh, the sun has gone down. It heard me. Articulating through that demi point before you get to full point, and then all the way back down again. So we're working the metatarsals. Tunju, plie. Tunju, stretch, and we close. 3, 2, 1. And now we have a grand plie. Tall back, lifted chin, knees over toes. Heels back down into the floor and stretch. So I often see in point shoes this very dangerous knees rolling in, or it hurts to do it. The knees rolling in and baby toes peeling off the floor in the grand plie. Definitely don't do that. Keep all 10 toes pressing into the floor. As you go down, your knees should be going over your toes, and then in your grand plie, it's just an extension of that, but the heels come off lightly. So if you feel like your alignment might be a bit off in your grand plie, just go for a very small grand plie. Find your demi, then go a bit deeper until the heels naturally come off, and then push back. And then as you build confidence and strength, you can go a little bit lower. Yeah. Then we do everything on the other leg. Tunju plie, tunju push, stretch. 1, 2, 3. Same to the back, same to the side. And then a grand plie in first position. We have plie, releve, always got to balance. And again, let's have one hand off and then the other hand up. If you want a bit more of a challenge in this balance, you could maybe just have one finger on the bar, or even like your baby finger. You're really testing yourself there. If you can, take both hands off, see how long you can hold it. It's better to, if you do wobble, it's better to put the hands down but keep the legs where they are than to give in and let the heels drop. So if you do feel like you're about to go, hands down first and then find your alignment again and take your balance once more. Okay, let's go with our tendus and pliés. Ready? Lead with the heel. Tendu, plie. Tendu, stretch. Point. 1, 2, 3. To the back. Tendu, plie. Tendu, stretch. Point. 1, 2, 3. Through the demi point. Plie. Tendu, stretch. Point. 1, 2, 3. Grand plie. Control it, check your alignment. And we go second side, shift the weight across. Lead with the heel. Tendu, plie. Tendu, stretch. Point. 1, 2, 3. Squeezing those inside thighs. Stretch. Lead with the heel. To the side, through the demi point. Plie. Tendu, push. Stretch. 1, 2, 3. Grand plie. Knees press out to the side. All 10 toes on the floor. Good. And plie, releve. Find your balance. Focus the eyes. Keep the ankles really still. Rotate the legs and the hip socket. Hands off when you're ready. And relax down. Good. Okay, let's move on to some releves. So we have feet in first position, and we're going to start with an eleve. Just in case you're new, eleve is a rise on straight legs, releve with an R is a rise from a plie. So we're going to go. And now eleves are great for strengthening the inside thighs and for the metatarsals as well, because it requires you to really push off from that demi point, because you've not got the energy from the plie to push you up. So you're really relying on the strength of the legs. So we go up and demi point. You're going to hit that demi point and push over the shoe. Again, demi point, push over the shoe, and now we have 3 releves. 1, push, 2, push, 3rd one, push, tiny bend, heels down, tendu small, second, keep it small. We go again, and slow, slow, and heels forward, push, heels forward, push, and plie, releve, 2nd releve, 3rd releve, bend, roll down, tendu, close, 5th or 3rd, whatever you're working in. Then we have plie, releve, both feet, plie, releve, plie, releve, pick it up, put it behind. Same with the left leg, front, 2 and 3, pick it up, put it behind. Balance from 5th. So what we don't want is legs turned in with a gap between them. So rotate those legs, squeeze the glutes, and then press the feet together so there are no gaps. You're in a super tight 5th. Oh, it's warm. And then we're going to take our balance. Again, let's just take arms to first. If you want to be more adventurous, you could go to 5th. And again, if you really want to challenge, go for both hands off. And then, of course, we're going to do the same balance, but with the other foot front. So check the placement of the feet and the spine and the hips and the shoulders first, and then take the arms off. And then we'll just slide back down to finish. And this slide down, if you don't move the front foot, you're going to overcross the legs. So you want to keep the inside thigh squeezing, release that front leg, and then lower on your back leg. So you need to slide the foot a tiny bit to give it space. Okay, let's have a go with the music. Eleves, releves, and couples. Off we go. Off Releve number 1, releve 2, releve 3. Roll through the foot. Good, 20 small seconds. Elevate. Demi-point, push, stretch the foot. First releve, heels are forward, knees are over toes. 3, little bends, roll, close, right foot front. 3, 2, 1. Coupe, the tip behind, and 3, 2, bring the feet together, 1. Up, down, tight fit position. Find the position of the legs and the hips and spine first, then hand off, or here. And swap the feet, find the placement, off we go. Slide and finish. Good job. You might want to stretch out the toes there. It's a bit of a shock to the system if they've not done anything yet today. And we'll look at some échappés next. Okay, so we're going to look at échappés in second and fourth, and we're also going to look at échappés with a releve in the middle. So, we have feet in fifth or third, if that's what you're working in, and we have plie, échappé, hold. Then we're going to change the feet. So you started with the right foot front, we're going to close with the left foot front. We go out to échappé again, and this is where we add our releve. Down, up, and close. So we've got the right foot front again. So we're always alternating where we close. That's échappé, change, échappé, plie, releve, change. Then we have échappé to fourth, plie, releve, plie, rise up, and now instead of just going to coupe, to cul de pied, you're going to lift that leg all the way up to retire and close behind. So the foot is tracing a line up the front of the leg, all the way up under the knee. We lift without changing the hips, and then you're trying to get that heel. Obviously we can't lead with the toes, otherwise the foot will sickle. We lead with the heel all the way back down the leg to close. That's your retire. Closing behind. So then we finish with the left leg front, and we repeat everything again. Échappé, change. Échappé, plie, releve, change. To fourth, plie, releve, plie, up to fifth. Strong core. You're balancing on one leg now, so you better not be on that baby toe. I'll say it to my dying day, get on the big toe and the second toe, otherwise we're in danger zone. So on that big toe, and you're ready to retire, trace a line, keep contact with the toes and the legs, and hold. Now it's for our balance. So if before you did arms in first, you could take arms to fifth now. If you did arms to fifth last time, why don't you do a moving arm whilst keeping the ankles really still? And then slide back down. Okay, so échappés. Second, change the feet. Second, plie, releve, change the feet. To fourth, plie, releve, releve fifth, retire, close behind. And it's going to be this kind of speed. This is just a here. Little slower. Sorry. Yeah, this is better. Little slower. Thanks, Nate. Always putting in multiple options. Okay, off we go. Right foot front. Squeezing the glutes. Out, hold. Change the feet. And out. Plie. Releve. Change the feet. To fourth. Plie. Very nice. Okay, we're going to look at the fungi next. Fungi, here we are. Feet and fifth, we have a fungi front, extend, there's no rise here. Fungi susu to fifth. So susu, we're going from a fungi, knees over toes, and then squeezing that front leg towards your standing leg. Then we swap legs. Now it's the back leg, the left leg. Fungi, and fungi doesn't mean turn in, yeah? You're going to keep the hips lifted, push the heel forward, go through that demi-point. Fungi, extend. Fungi again, knees over toes. Susu, same to the side. Fungi, extend. Fungi, susu, close behind. And now we go coupe front, coupe back, squeeze, susu fifth. Yeah? So you've just done your susu up to fifth, and then you pick up the front foot, put the back heel down, swap. You can add a little rock if you like, rock, rock, or you can keep the body straight. Pick up the front foot, pick up the back foot, and now we want to go up, squeeze the feet. And we repeat everything on the other side. Fungi on the floor, fungi su, su, swap legs to the back. Fungi su, su, to the side. And fungi close behind, coupe front, stay low, coupe back, su, su. Yeah, so in this we're not stretching the knees in between, you're staying in that plie. Fungi, fungi, squeeze. For our balance, we're going to take the feet to fourth. If you're new to a balance in fourth position, go narrower, keep it small. If you're quite comfortable and you've got good mobility in the ankles and you can feel the platform touching the floor, go for a normal size fourth. But always squeeze the tops of the legs, so we're not here. Weight in the middle of both feet, weight on the big toes and second toes, and rotated in the hips. Then we'll swap legs, take a balance in fourth with the other foot front, and relax. Arms of your choice. If you want to have both hands on the bar for this one so you can focus on the legs, go for it. Otherwise, one hand off, and then maybe just the fingers touching, or just the index finger. Whatever you want, pick your challenge, and then we'll finish off with a little stretch for the calves. Off we go. Fungis. Pull back, and fungi, stretch. Fungi, squeeze, inside leg, to the back. Fungi, squeeze, heel forward. Fungi, squeeze, coupe, coupe, susu fifth. Release the front leg. Fungi, extend. Fungi, squeeze, inside leg back. Fungi, squeeze, to the side, bring that heel forward. Squeeze, coupe, coupe, susu fifth. Little fourth. Check the hips, we're not here. Really lifted. Weight in the middle of both feet. And your balance. Pushing over the shoe. And let's swap feet. Cross the tops of the legs. Rotate both legs. Good. Bring the feet together. Slide down. And let's just go for a little calf stretch here. And swapping over. And relax. Good. Okay, we've just got one more exercise before we finish, and it's going to be some simple bourrées at the bar. So let's get some nice coda. Right foot front. Very, very simple, just some bourrées and then a picked up paddle bourrée. So we have a coupe with the left leg at the back, and we go bourrée 1, 2, 3, coupe 4, picked up paddle bourrée coupe again 1, 2, 3, coupe, 4, picked up, paddle, bourrée. We go again, tiny and small, and we want soft knees, so you can't bourrée on straight legs. You have to soften the knees a little bit. And then you want tiny, tiny fast movements with the feet squeezing together. We're not traveling, so we're not doing our bourrées to the side or forwards. That requires a bit more strength, and you have to really squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inside thighs, and of course lead with the back leg. But we're not doing that, we're just staying on the spot. So you can just focus on the knees and on the placement of the spine. And then in your picked up paddle bourrée, keep it small. The feet are just under the hips. We don't do that, yeah? Otherwise we look like a spider, which nobody wants. So we have a nice little neat paddle bourrée, and we go again. We're just going to repeat this 4 times, and you'll be happy to hear no balance on point at the end, but we still need a balance. So we're going to go for this really nasty one, which is foot flat on the floor, other leg in coup de pied devant, or you could go for a rack foot if you prefer. And then hands off. And this is such a good one for strengthening the hip flexor, because we naturally want to turn in and fall. And so to keep those hips really still, you need core strength and you need a strong hip flexor. And then we'll swap over and relax. Okay, let's go right foot front, last exercise with our bourrées and paddle bourrées. Coupe, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, up, coupe, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, up, coupe, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up, up, coupe, again, make it nice and fast and neat, heel forward, up, up, coupe, okay, let's bring our feet to first. Either wrapped foot or coup de pied devant, whatever you prefer. Hands off. It's hard. And let's swap over. Wrap foot or coup de pied devant. One side might be harder or easier than the other, and that will tell you which is your stronger side. And a big plie to finish. Good job. Well, that concludes our bar for today. Don't forget to stretch the feet after your point work. They've worked hard. You might just want to do a nice demi-point stretch, or you might want to get like a little ball, a tennis ball or a spiky ball, and just rub along the plantar fascia. As always, if you're a My Ballet Coach member and you have any requests, anything that you're working on and you'd like me to include in the point bar, do let me know. Otherwise, see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.